Well, the Massachusetts tax credits, the film tax credits, has been in effect since 2006. And then on December 8th of 2008, the Mass Department of Revenue required that productions that spend more than $250,000 need to have an audit done of their expenses by an independent Massachusetts-based CPA.
And it's $50,000 and up?
Right, so you have to spend $50,000 in a one-year time frame. So if you spend $50,000 or more, up to $100 million in one-year time frame, you will receive a 25% rebate on all production expenses that are incurred in Massachusetts.
Okay, for your production. Now, so this means you can be small independent producer or large production company.
Yes, I have clients that range from small to large. I have a couple of indies that are in the multi-million-dollar budgets. We just finished an audit for Andrea Ajamin for We Got the Beat, and she was a smaller independent.
Why is it important to contact you beforehand? Not just because of the audit, but in general. Why would it be important?
Well, beforehand, first of all, Ramona, to understand, you may not be familiar with the entire scope of the program. For example, the first client that contacted me, they wanted to have the application in by December 31st of 2008, or 2008, and they have to, not only do you have to spend all of that within that time frame, you have to pay for it. So they wrapped December 23rd, and a lot of their invoices hadn't come in yet. And if they had paid for those invoices in January, they wouldn't have allowed them to qualify for the 2008 credit. So if they hadn't done that, if they hadn't spoken to me, they would have left $500,000 on the table. Another example, another client of mine didn't know about the sales tax. If you're applying for the film tax credit, you don't have to pay sales and use tax. So that was 5%, but now it's 6.25%. And that includes crew meals. So when you added up their expenses, they ended up spending an extra $10,000 on sale, on purchase of production stuff, and the crew meals alone. I mean, they were spending like $15,000 a pop a day. All of the representatives, local reps, come to this meeting as well. And so I was talking with like 3 or 4 reps about the film tax credits.
Yeah.
And as I was talking to them, I forget the gentleman's name. His name was Jim. He was from IATSE, one of the unions. And I was telling him about the local jobs. Yep. And Jim walks up and says, oh, yeah, I was on the line, and I worked on the construction for Mall Cop, and now I'm going on to grown-ups.
Yep.
And it's been a great experience. And these legislators looked at him and said, you mean you're working? And he said, yeah. So one of the things that people in the industry need to do is to tell the legislatures, whenever they, I hear every couple months, oh, the film tax credit is this, they just need to educate them because they don't know that your constituents are working on it. All they hear about is the big stars.